Hi everybody, and welcome back to video number 2 on our syllabus. When we left off, we were looking at extra credit points. Now that's in addition to these regular points of 1480. So the big one is adaptive learning, and you can earn 130 extra credit points by doing these. This is very much like McGraw-Hill would have for Learn Smarts or Smart Books, as you may know. They take about 30 to 40 minutes to complete per chapter, and I really encourage you to do that because it's going to help you on everything. Additionally, I have 11 of the chapters include practice CPA problems, and they're worth 0.5 points per problem, and there's 15 of them. So you can earn 7.5 points per chapter. There's 11 chapters. So I let you have 5 attempts before the problem is considered final. So you have a good chance to do that as well. Okay, so I encourage you to do all those extra credit assignments because your total points, not your percentages, determine your final grade. I might point out that percentages are sometimes distorted in Canvas. What counts are your points. So, for example, if you were not to do a extra credit assignment, Canvas thinks those are regular points, and it will reduce your percentage accordingly. However, that's not the case, and I will make sure that at the end of the class, you are graded on your total points as a percentage of your regular points. You'll notice this points allocation grading, everything is a percentage of 1480. So you can earn a lot more than 1480 points, which gives you a very good chance of doing well in the course as far as a grade goes. All right. So in general, it's going to cover chapters 1 through 12, and 13 through 23 will be covered in the next semester in fall. I will show you here in a second the course assignments by due date. That's almost the last page in the syllabus. Very important page, I might add. So if there's any changes, I will, fairly rare that we do that, but I would get in the habit of reading the assignments in Canvas so you don't miss anything. The class does take a lot of time. I'm not going to lie to you there. It's a high degree of motivation and desire. Hard work is expected, especially as this is a summer course. So your success will likely be directly related to how much work you put into the course. And I certainly would like to see everybody in the class get an A. But it is a summer class and it is compressed. So hopefully you pick up on that early and get shot out of the cannon quickly. Okay, here's the chapters we're going to cover. There's actually a chapter here called Chapter 0. And Chapter 0 is just a introduction of accounting, kind of get you going again. And all the chapters are there. Submissions, please don't hesitate to contact me by email or phone call with inquiries regarding subject matter, etc., etc. I'm there to help. I want to make sure that I facilitate this course as much as possible and make it easy for you. All right, homework policies. I think you're going to like this section because the adaptive learning, this is pretty much how we do that. You get full 10 points if you master the 100% of it. But your exercise policies, you get 5 attempts per question, which is pretty generous given the fact there's multiple choice questions involved. My intention here is to give you every opportunity to learn the course subject matter. So I'll let you read the rest of this on your own. The problems, I give you unlimited attempts on those. they tend to be more difficult, of course, than the exercises. And then the exam policies are pretty much the same. Most of that is going to be on multiple choice, and you only get one attempt per question there. So remember, though, just like with McGraw-Hill, don't hit the submit button until you're ready for that exercise or problem or exam or whatever to count. It's very difficult for me to undo that if you submit in error. So you can save, you can exit, you can save, you can exit, that's fine. But when you submit, that should be your final, ready to go record. And just like with McGraw-Hill, Wiley Plus will record those points in Wiley Plus and automatically transfer those into the Canvas gradebook. All right. As far as final exam, I don't have any latitude to make up a final exam at a date later than what's scheduled. The course ends one day after that, so it's not possible. All right. Let's see. We will go down. Study groups, I mentioned, was a pretty good idea. Special needs and statement of diversity. Certainly, if you have any kind of disability, please work with the DSPS office. That's your Disabled Student Programs and Services, and get an accommodation. I don't think, however, you're going to need it. I give you plenty of time on the exams. I don't want them to be timed like some instructors do. I want you to have adequate time to think it through and do them. And I think you'll find that you will have that, no matter if English might be your second language, etc. Okay. Certainly, we are interested in benefiting by everybody's different experiences, and so, I mean, really, we will have no tolerance, though, for any harassment or discrimination of any kind, and I think you would know that. Okay, other policies here. Talked about the DSPS office, but also here are some important dates that I've outlined. But as I look at the syllabus recap here, a good idea to print the syllabus out, so you have especially the last page, which we haven't got to yet. But remember, this document is going to disclose and explain everything for which you're responsible in the course. And if we do any modifications, I will make sure that that's promulgated in spades for you in announcements. I always point out that I do reserve the right to increase, not decrease, but increase a student's final grade if I believe the total points are not representative of what the total learning that student has achieved during the course. So I will leave it at that, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll let you read the rest of this on your own. But this is probably the most important page. And here is the course assignments by due date. I keep a copy of this handy at all times, and you may want to do that also. But here it tells you every day of the week what assignments are due and when they're due. Let me scroll down real quickly to the end. And as you see here, all assignments are due by 11:59 on the date assigned, unless otherwise indicated. That's midnight, basically, right? And then I summarize the points down here. Here's our regular points, and then the additional points that you can earn by doing the extra credit. So let's go back up. And so here, for example, I'll just go through the first week. Here on June 18th, you're supposed to read Chapter 1. Good idea to do the Chapter 1 extra credit adaptive learning assignments. The syllabus quiz and the icebreaker discussion are also due on Tuesday. So you want to get cracking on that because that's one day after the course starts. And I think you'll enjoy the icebreaker, have a little chance to meet everybody. But don't procrastinate on that because you need to respond to some other students in that icebreaker discussion. Okay, so then on Wednesday, the Chapter 1 homework is due. There's no Chapter 1 problems, but there are Chapter 1 exercises and IFRS exercises. And then on Thursday, the extra credit CPA problems are due. And then on Friday, this Chapter 2 adaptive learning is due. And then finally, or not quite finally, but on Saturday, the optional extra credit tutoring via Zoom. You can join me for that online. And then on Sunday, the Chapter 2 exercises and problems are due. You can work ahead as much as you want. Time management is going to be very important in this course, which with the exception of exams, and I think I'm telling you the truth, with the exception of exams, you can work ahead as much as you want. So you can plan your time and manage your time quite effectively that way. I've tried to work around the 4th of July and Juneteenth, so no assignments are due that day. And then at the very end, we have our final exam. Each of the exams cover a specific number of chapters. There's no comprehensive exam, which covers all the chapters. All right, that's a good place for us to stop this video. And when we return, we'll go into the Canvas course and I will show you how to navigate within that course. Okay, until that time, bye for now.